The Avengers Doomsday X-Men trailer has arrived, and it is freaking awesome. Now, in it, we see James Marsden Cyclops remove his visor in defeat and let out a huge blast of energy as he screams. Why? Well, I think because Doom has successfully taken his daughter, Rachel Summers. Now, we know Doom has come for Franklin Richards in that post-credit scene for First Steps, and the first two teasers for Doomsday has suggested that Doom is coming for Steve's son that shouldn't exist, and Thor's daughter, Love, who has the power of eternity. Now, Doom is likely coming after Franklin because he has the power cosmic, likely coming after Love because she has the power of eternity, and he could be coming after Steve's son because he possesses some type of power or something as well, being that he is a being that should not exist. Like with Steve creating that splintered timeline universe, whatever, Steve's son maybe has some type of power in him as well. Or maybe Doom's just coming after him for a different reason. Like, hey, you are a being that should not exist and you're screwing up the multiverse for existing. But Rachel Summers, she would fit in a lot more with Franklin Richards and Love, because she too has like this universal power, hers being the Phoenix Force, which is this power of the universe, level power similar to that of the power cosmic, similar to that of the power of eternity. And Doom, he likely needs these powers of various universes to enact his multiversal conquering plan. So that's all super cool, and it is likely what's happening. But a big question that is coming into play is whether or not Sadie Sink is playing Rachel Summers in Spider-Man Brand New Day and in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. So let me tell you my thoughts on that. So there have been a lot of theories swirling around on who Sadie Sink is playing in Brand New Day. We also know that whatever character she's playing that same character in Avengers Secret Wars. Now, no confirmation thus far if she's in Doomsday, but we do know she's in Brand New Day. We do know she's in Secret Wars. Now, many, because she has red hair, have speculated that, oh, she could be playing Mary Jane, which of course she's not. We have an MJ in Zendaya. Now, some, including myself, have speculated that she could be playing the daughter of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Kirsten Dunst's MJ. That would be cool and makes sense as to why she's in a Spider-Man movie, and it goes with the multiverse of it all. Now, the most recent theory going around of who she's playing, and people are insisting that she is playing, is Jean Grey, which I also think, I think that's horseshit. I do not think she's playing Jean Grey, but here's what's not horseshit. I think she could be playing Jean Grey's daughter, Cyclops' daughter, Rachel Summers. But if that's the case, why in the hell is she in a Spider-Man movie? Well, perhaps she is breaking bad a little bit because she's being corrupted by that Phoenix Force that is consuming her. And maybe she got pulled into the mainline MCU along with those other Spider-Man villains because perhaps in her universe, she knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. And perhaps her Phoenix Force abilities and telepathic powers shielded her, once in the MCU, shielded her from that Forget Peter Parker spell that Doctor Strange cast that sent all the villains and even the other Spider-Man back home. But now, since she was shielded from that spell, that made it to where she wasn't sent back home, and now she is trapped in the MCU trying to get back home. This could be what puts a target on her back for Doctor Doom, who is crossing universes to try and find her. And perhaps her very presence in the wrong universe is causing multiversal damage. So we could see a scenario where she's in Brand New Day, and then perhaps in Doomsday, maybe she gets back home for only, Doom to then arrive, tracking her there, and then he takes her. But I really don't think that's what's happening. It sounds like just a little too much. I don't think that Sadie Sink was cast in whatever role she's playing because of the color of her hair. In fact, there are some set leaks that have suggested she's wearing a wig anyway. So if everyone's main reason for thinking she's playing Jean Grey or Mayday Parker, which I am more bought into than I am the Jean Grey thing, or if anyone's thinking she's playing Rachel Summers simply because she has red hair, that's not a reason to think someone's playing someone, okay? I think that she is playing a spider character, like a Spider-Woman, a Mayday Parker, Madam Web, or Shathra, who is also an option that may be like my favorite pick for who she is playing. Like if I had to land on one that I think is most likely, I think it's Shathra, because in that leaked trailer for Brand New Day, she appears to be like one of the villains of the film, and Shathra is like this villainous character who chases Spider-Man variants across like variant dimensions and like eats spider people. And I think the most likely character she could be playing is her. And with her being like this multiversal hopper, that character of Shathra, that could explain why she has a role in Secret Wars. And it could connect, making Brand New Day feel like a bit of a sequel, like in story, not just as in like a sequel to No Way Home because it's the next Spider-Man movie, but also have like a story connection. So that was a lot. Let's recap everything I just said. I do 100% think that Rachel Summers is going to be coming into play in Avengers Doomsday, and I think she will be taken by Doom, and I think that is what has Cyclops so enraged in that trailer. And I think that in the post-Secret Wars era of the MCU, they should keep Rachel Summers around as a young X-Men character who kind of fills that Jean role, that Jean Grey role in the new X-Men, but it also makes it to where her father can still be around, have James Marsden, Cyclops, stick around as like an elder statesman in the MCU for a while and be this badass version of Cyclops that we are going to be seeing in Doomsday. Keep Jackman's Wolverine as well and have Daphne Keane, his daughter, as part of the young X-Men cast. I think that would all be great. Bring back McAvoy and Fassbender to play Professor X and Magneto. Granted, it might be a little weird to have a Cyclops and a Wolverine who are played by actors who are older than the actors playing Professor X and Magneto. I get that. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it as far as Rachel Summers goes. I do think that she is totally on the way, and it could be cool if she is played by Sadie Sink, but I really don't think that that's the case. I think Sadie Sink is probably playing Shathra, but hey, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Who do you think Sink is playing? Do you think Rachel Summers is on the way? What did you think about this new X-Men trailer for Doomsday? What do you think's going on? What are they setting up? All right. I'm excited. Hey everybody, Colton here, and this is the mailbag style show where I take your questions about Marvel, Star Wars, DC, movies and streaming in general, whatever you want to ask. Send it in at the email address, askcoltonnow@gmail.com, link in the description below, and hey, maybe you'll see your question featured right here on the show.
Best takes in the world as me, where I learned what to say, what to think. I asked him, I asked him, Colton, why don't you grab me a bag? Being rad spectacular like Spider-Man.